is Jonathan with Bay Area Throwbacks, and today I'm going to do a comparison video. So I got two separate late 80s San Francisco Giants jerseys. One is a game-used jersey right here, and one is a Mitchell and Ness version right here. So a couple things I want to say beforehand. This is a gamer from 1987, and this Mitchell and Ness jersey is replicating the 1989 jerseys. Now, 1987 and 1989, the jerseys were still made by Rawlings, as you see right here. A little bit later, it ended up being Russell Athletic, but so pretty much, I don't think there was any changes between 1987 and 1989 on the jersey material, anything. I don't think, and if there was, then I don't know. But just from what I have, like I said, I have an 87 gamer, 89 Mitchell and Ness. We're going to compare them and see how they did. Now, I know I've said at times, I've made videos about Mitchell and Ness, or I've said in certain videos that they do sometimes miss the mark a lot on some of their jerseys when they try to reproduce, the game versions of them. But I will say that they did a pretty good job. They did a really good job actually on these. You can't tell the difference too much. If I took off, obviously, the Mitchell and Ness tagging and stuff. They're pretty close. There are a couple differences, so I'm going to point them out. I'm going to point out the differences and the similarities. And again, this isn't to make anyone look bad or anything. It's just, I have both, so why not compare them and let you guys know how they compare. So, a couple things right off the bat. We do have a difference in the bottom of the sleeve. As you could tell, it is the color is correct: orange, white, black, white, orange, just like here. But you can tell it's the Mitchell Ness made it a lot bigger. Let me see right there. There you go. So this is the gamer. This is a lot shorter there. The Mitchell Ness made it a lot more wider. So that's one difference. Again, not a huge deal, but just pointing that out. So that is a difference right there. Also real quick, I'm going to point out that I've had this one for a while, this Mitchell Ness. This is from, because obviously they do different releases by year. So this is from 2012. So this would be the 2012 time period release, which is also made in China. So, made in China run. So, I'm obviously not going to point out, we obviously know jock tags are different. That's an obvious. And obviously the Mitchell Ness doesn't have the Rawlings word mark. That's obvious. So, that's one thing. If you look at the back, the lettering, numbering, it's all pretty good. Obviously, it would be nice if I had like a game used Clark. Then you could really compare. But just by looking at it, I'm trying to see. They don't have any. Let's see the K. So the K is one letter we can compare because they're the same. So I could tell already the K on the Mitchell and Ness is a little bit fatter. I guess it would be like fatter, as opposed to here, it's a little bit thinner. Again, it's not a big deal. I'm just pointing out what I'm seeing. Matter of fact, let me sit down. So, again, you could tell the K there, and this is the Mitchell and Ness K. So, again, a little bit different. Again, it's not something you'd notice by the naked eye. I'm only noticing it because I'm pointing it out. Orange also too. Here's a little bit fatter, skinnier there. The nameplates, pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, pretty good nameplate. So can't really tell much difference with the nameplates. If you look at the front, so this is the gamer. It does have a big thing here. So if you see, this is like this, I don't know what you call this, but this seam or whatever, it goes here and straight down. The Mitchell and Ness one, it seems like it kind of tried to replicate that, but it's more of like it's less of a profound drop. It's kind of just going here. So this is the Mitchell and Ness. And here's the game used one. So it doesn't go all the way like to here. It goes here and then drops straight down. So that's kind of it. Again, not saying these are big deals, just pointing them out, what I'm seeing. I did measurements. The word mark on the front of the gamer is smaller than the Mitchell and Ness. I'll point out also the Mitchell and Ness is a size 44. The gamer is a size 46. So they're around, supposed to be around kind of the same size, but there are some Differences, let me see. Okay, let's look at the back. And I'm going to measure the word marks for you in the other room, and you guys can see that. So, again, Mitchell and Ness did a good job of trying to have these kind of like lines and stuff. So, this is the Mitchell and Ness line here. It's like a layer here. And then there's the stitching around it. The Gamer, you only see the line. You don't really see like the stitching around it, but you do see the stitching here. Like, so that's good. Again, these are things that are not a big deal. I'm not saying they are. I'm just pointing out what I got. So another thing I noticed too is it looks like the neck seems wider on the Mitchell and Ness than it does here. For the Gamer a little bit, seems a little wider. And also I'm noticing now that the Gamer goes kind of more down like a V, whereas the Mitchell and Ness is more of a U. So again, these are minor. These are very minor things. They did a good job at the bottom with the hem, or I guess it's called the hem. The bottom of the jersey. So this is the Mitchell Ness. They did the U, like this bottom part's like a U, and there goes my Gamer, the U. And if you look at the Gamer, as well, it's like a U. So they did that detail. Good job with making that detail because again, sometimes they could have been lazy and just made it, you know, like straight on the bottom, but they did what it should look like. So good job there, Mitchell and Ness. Oh, I just noticed something. So Gamer has the clear buttons and Mitchell and Ness has white buttons. Again, this is an 87, so maybe in 86, maybe they switched over in 89 to white buttons. I don't know, but that is a difference right there. Clear buttons, Gamer, white buttons, Mitchell and Ness. And actually, I just looked up a 1989 Gamer online, and it was the clear buttons like here. So pretty much the same thing here. So again, these are minor things that no one would notice if they weren't paying attention and don't really matter. At the end of the day, you're not really gonna get a Will Clark Gamer for cheap. So, you know, obviously my Gamer is Randy Bokus. So, you know, that's the thing. Mitchell Ness, you're going to be able to get the names of, you know, the players you want. So that's that. But anyways, I'm trying to see if there's anything else I could see that's very different. Like I said, I'm going to do the measurements of the numbers and the lettering. I'm trying to see, am I tripping? Is there any letters here? There's no C share, no L, no A, no R. Yeah, so the only letter I was able to compare was the K, and you could tell it was a little different. But again, they did a great job. So I'm going to go to the other room. And we're gonna do some measurements and see how they kind of play out. Oh yeah, and something I forgot to point out real quick before everyone gets on my case about this. The Will Clark Mitchell and Ness, I did have the World Series patch and the black band removed. So no, it's not a fake. It is, I bought it from Mitchell and Ness. I just had those removed. So for anyone who's saying that, you know, or wondering why it doesn't have those patches on the Mitchell and Ness, that's why I had them removed years ago. So that's that. So again, we're going to look at the front, and we're going to compare kind of just the size of the word marks. One person, so I can't really show me measuring it, but the word mark here going across from this point to this point, 14.5 inches on the Mitchell and Ness, and on the game used is 13.5. So it's a little bigger on the Mitchell and Ness. And again, this is a size 44. This one's actually a 46, so should be around the same. But again, it's not really a big deal. Oh, by the way, forgot to point out the material. Pretty similar, not much difference in the material, so I will point that out. Material is pretty similar. So I measured the S's from top to bottom. Mitchell and Ness, it's about 4 3/4 inches. Gamer's 4.5, so it's a little smaller on the Gamer height, but not much. Matter of fact, while we're here, let's actually look at the word marks. Mitchell and Ness did a good job here. You see on the Gamer, the G is not connected. There's a little gap there. Same as here, so that works out. They got the I, the A, and then they broke up the A here, just like you see here. So good job, Mitchell and Ness there. Then you got the N. It's connected, or the A to N is connected here. And then the N to T is connected here. Let's go here. A to N connected, N to T. And then the S is actually connected on the Gamer at the top, but disconnected on the bottom. So let's look at the Mitchell and Ness. They disconnected it here, so They actually could have kept the orange connected. Again, not a big deal. And maybe there were gamers that it was separate here, you know. This is just the one I have. But here you do have a S gap. And then it's a little more of a gap between the T and the S than here on the gamer. But again, nothing crazy. It's pretty good job. Again, good job with the G and the S bigger than the IANT. Because that's how it is here, right? Now let's look at the back. So now it flips. Where actually the numbers on the gamer are taller, or I guess bigger height. So the number on the from top to bottom, this number is 8 inches, and on the gamer it's 8 1/4 inches. So a little bigger here, or a little taller, I guess, but not by much. So not a big deal. Now I'm gonna look at the lettering. So I compared the K because obviously that's the one letter that's the same. Mitchell and Ness 3 inches from top to bottom, and here it's 3 1/4. So the front, Mitchell and Ness made the word mark wider and taller. On the back, the gamer is taller. So some of the differences, again, these are very minute. It's not a big deal. Just pointing out. And again, this is a 2012 release, so as releases come and go, they can change. But so that is the difference. Let's close it out. So to end this, like I said, I think Mitchell and Ness did a pretty good job at replicating the game version of this jersey. So again, I understand why people don't always want gamers. Obviously, Mitchell and Ness, you can get any size you want. Gamers, you have to go with what's out there. You can get gamers these for not that expensive, honestly, almost the same as this price. So that's really not an excuse, the price thing, unless you're getting some. Well, I guess the change could be that if you wanted a Will Clark gamer, at least, then it's going to be a big price difference. But like I said, if you just want anyone, I mean, you can get them for decent prices. But of course, I will say that if you are buying a Mitchell and Ness 1989 Giants home jersey, you're getting a pretty good reproduction of the game used version. So you can feel happy about that, knowing that, you know, Mitchell and Ness did their due diligence with this jersey. You know, there's some that are a lot more off to the gamer counterparts. But again, this is baseball. They do pretty well. Throughout time, I've noticed they've done pretty well. I'm gonna have some more comparisons coming up with the game used versions and Mitchell and Ness versions. So again, there you go. Late 80s San Francisco Giants home jerseys. Good job, Mitchell and Ness. You did pretty well on that. So shout out to you guys. And there you go. Hope everyone has a good day. Peace.